Hey, everybody, how's everybody doing? Hey, Puny Shores, hey, T. Callie, hey, Outlaw Trucker, hey, LG. Can y'all hear me good? Hey, Julie, making you choose. No, you can watch Riley. Revis, usually she don't stay on longer than an hour, so she's probably about done. I'll watch the replay. I had to deal with the kids. So how'd everybody's day go today? Mine was a Wednesday, that's for sure. A Wednesday. It could have been better. But I really am not going to get into talking about. Sorry about that. My husband came out and interrupted, of course. Anyway, yeah, I'm not getting into the uni letter gate and all that crap, and I'm over it. I'm tired of hearing about it. I need a break from it. I think it's ridiculous, all of it, and Jay Lord stands a chance. It's crazy. He could end up in trouble himself because he filed a lawsuit with. Anyway, that's just my opinion. And let me put my banner on. I always forget the banner. So I figured today we do some. I've been looking at Jimterry, and I know right a couple other people, Queen, a couple other of them have covered him too. But I found some interesting things I want to share. Some of it you probably already know. My volume is low. Yeah, I turned it down because everybody was complaining it was too loud the other day. So let me turn it back up. Hmm. There's my volume. Audio. Sorry, guys. All right. Well, I'm gonna play this little intro here. It's just gonna go, and I'll be right back. That's messing up bad. All fun with that. For some reason, it's not playing right. But anyway, at least it didn't get a copyright claim. Most of them do. It plays better than that. Must be my video. Hey, Revel. Okay, so I've been doing some. I just want to show some things about Jim Terry. Just some of the things that he does. Um, video file downloaded here. I had them all. Oh, I know where that. There we go. I was gonna do Veda, because I wanted to call her out about all the stuff she's been saying about how there was no proof and that Letitia was set up and there was no proof of a lawsuit and all this other crap. And I've got all the clips together to once again, for the 100th time, this girl's going to be shown that there actually was a police report and a summons, and it wasn't a setup by anybody. But I need a break from that too. I figured you guys are probably tired of hearing about it too. YouTube seemed I wasn't on YouTube a lot today, but it seemed to be a little quieter. Maybe people are getting over. Anyway, there's some interesting articles about Jimterry, which everyone know. You guys know about the Rolling Stone article. I'm going to save that for last. But there was also one about that stuff he was involved in with selling kids, selling himself to the kids, to athletes, to kids, to schools, and yeah, that's a whole nother mess. But there's been a lot of accusations about him, and there's a few things I do want to go over. Here's one of them. Okay, this is a case that he's claimed that he's part of, but apparently he was. Why is
He had been hit by a car. He had amnesia and was living on the street.
He's been claiming that he's been a part of all these cases and he's helped find all these people when in reality, from what I understand, yeah, no pink hair. Boy, I do need my hair color though. You know, I really, it's when you take it down and put it back up. It's bad. I need color, but, you know, I got so much going away, but no damn pink. Not doing the pink thing. Nope. Nope. No, thank you. Not mine. So, I haven't seen Betty if she washed that out any. Except I seen the clip that her making an idiot out of herself again at the local council meeting. Um, it's all about me. Um, I'm big on privacy, and I give people the she's an advocate for privacy and people being bothered. But yet she can go heckle in front of people's houses and scream and carry on and yell the most obnoxious accusations, and but she's a fighter for privacy. And she was saying, well, down the street, you don't want to hear 2, 3, 4, and 5-year-old kids getting murmured. Well, there wasn't anything like that, but that all those kids were murmured at, like she was saying. But I believe there was one that happened in that area, but it wasn't boom, boom, boom. She's just, I'm sure what they think of her at those council meetings. I wish they, in the one video that I had seen about her probably about a year ago, going to one of those council meetings. Let me take my old color school glasses off. Um, and they actually, you got a chance to see their faces, which you rarely do, except for maybe some people in the audience. They're in there to participate in the meeting. You got a glimpse at, I think it was two of the councilmen's faces when she came up to talk, and it said everything. I wish I could find that because that's gold. I mean, their faces said everything. But then, when you get a chance, look if they do show any of the people that are waiting or just there to listen to the meeting. Some of them actually recognize her, not because she's a world famous YouTuber. Because, dear Lord, she's not a world famous YouTuber. She's infamous, but yeah. So just if you ever get a chance and you can see, just look at some of their faces. It's that's all you need. But I've been doing a little poll, and only to be it's only to be funny. I'm not trying to attack Betty, but I thought it would be cool since I don't live too far, but a few hours from her. That when I go out to a store or something, you know, just randomly ask a couple people here and there if they know who she is. And I've been recording it with permission, of course, which you'll hear on the tape. But it's going to be funny when I'm done. So far, I'm at 67, and I haven't gotten one yet. So that's going to be good when I'm done with it, though. Here's another one that's going to FAFO. A grieving father is going to take the fraudster. You know what? There's Dylan Brown's family actually had to get a restraining order against this idiot. It mind blows me that anybody would even follow this dude, let alone give him money. And there, people paid. He was selling the pictures to these campers. Oh my God! It's wait. I've got some clips here to show you, and they're not all in. Probably going to be in line, but they're all around the same time period because I just didn't have time to clip. You know, I didn't want to record everything together, so I have to load each clip. I didn't have time really. He is still claiming that he found that one guy in Cali that was missing for 2 years. Was just found out long ago. Yeah, but he didn't. He didn't. This stuff proves he's a fraud. And I got some of these are from TikTokers, and there's a couple from YouTubers. And I'll mention all the, I'll link their names or hashtag their names in the description, and when I'm done, I'll put the links in it too. Um, but because a lot of the TikTokers got their stuff off YouTubers, but the one dude is this Blue Bacon. He is like this. I guess he's trying to be like this kind of stuff shirt guy. I don't know. You'll see. But he does a lot of videos on this Jimterry. Show him what he is. But this dude even claimed to play for the Denver Broncos. But what I found, I don't think he played for the Denver Broncos. And then he denies saying it. But what he said is he was with the Denver Broncos. I guess semantics. I don't know. That's saying. I mean, he says he's an old big football star, and he was with the Denver Broncos. What do you take that to mean? That he was paying for them, at least. That was what I got out of it. Could be wrong, though. It is just my opinion. But then he said he was this big shit on some arena football team, but, yeah. Um, okay. He plays in arena football. Yeah, I've heard that. I, mm, yeah, not the NFL, but he did say he was this big NFL player at one time, and that he was with the Denver Broncos. Yeah, he's not play, he's arena. I know, and not much of arena from what I could think. But yeah, I don't believe my hair. It's so long and thick, and it takes forever. And I didn't blow dry today because I was too busy, and I cannot believe it's still. Oh, I can't wait to get it all cut off for summer. It's gone. I cannot wait. Yeah, he's not a. Anyway, well, this is from a TikToker, and this is just her. I mean, there's so much that I'm going to bounce around to different things because he's had his hand in so much, but it's all calling him out on different things that he has claimed to have done. And again, this is just my opinion,
Jimterry
and it
just
is
so
covered in the
happened to
thing.
find him from his couch.
I found him, and he was living like a homeless person, like a dog. He didn't even know who he was. Now, he got run over by a car when he was in Mexico after being down there for 6 months, escaping some stuff that happened to him in Idaho. When he got out of the hospital 8 months later, he didn't know who he was, and Mexico just released him onto the streets. 17 years later, I find this guy's mom passed out when I showed her the picture.
That never happened. He never found Zachary, never worked on the case. In fact, Zachary is still on Idaho's missing persons database. You can go check that for yourself. Or,
And there it is.
you can even mother yourself. Jim never worked that case. He is still missing. And if he lied about that to everybody so easily, why do you believe anything else that comes out of his mouth about other cases he's worked? Why? He bold-faced lied. You can fact check it. That is a lie. He didn't find him. He's still missing.
Okay, do you guys remember when he said that he did find that dude? But he didn't. But he can't play fair on the field anyways. Yeah, I was reading what he does when he does play, but he's not the high-paid superstar he leads everybody to believe. At least in my opinion. I'm not big on arena football, but I've read a lot of articles or anything I could find about this dude. And he wasn't with the Denver Broncos. And the Denver Broncos is an NFL team. Correct? I mean, yeah. I mean, I'm not this huge football fan, but they will get tired of that double team him. So, it really. I know nothing about this dude. Yes, I can go ahead about that. Oh, you're going to know a little bit of him by the time we get done here. I got something else to share. I've got quite a few of these videos to show you of different things he's done. Oh, man, I feel at least use this right now. Too busy today. Like I said, these are various clips of things that he's done. But I'm going to try to get to a certain one before I get to. There's one that I read. And there's a couple clips in here, believe it or not, with none other than Molly Golightly. He's on her panel. And there's even one in here with voices on Molly's panel back when they were buddies. I was kind of surprised. I forgot that he had been on Molly's panel a few times. I'm trying to see which one I want to go to next. There's one about. It's a longer one. It's a couple minutes long. No, I don't want that one.
I am no longer going to work for this family.
Okay.
They support this woman.
Okay.
And they
Now, this has to do
want this
with the
woman to be
Dylan
their advocate.
The round. Come on, these clips are giving me a hard time. It's been storming here, so my internet is like really slow. But I don't want to play that one just quite yet. No. Okay, I want to play a different one first because there's a longer one, but it's a lot about this dude. I just can't believe that he's still getting away with this stuff. And he actually, when there is someone missing, he will reach out to the families and try to talk them into hiring him. And makes promises and then doesn't want to sign shit. But yeah, this is a longer one that I think I want to add to this. I want to play first. Okay, this is about a case that he involved himself in.
The family hired a private investigator, which incidentally we reached out to, but he was so antagonistic and difficult to work with, and frankly, so off base in his thinking that we decided to go a completely different direction.
He says Hall's still alive and living off the grid. Idaho Falls police now enlisting the help of the Forest Service, Fish and Game, and even dive teams in the expansive multi-state search.
Whatever Jed did and wherever he's at, I don't know. But I know he had help. I know that car has not been on the road since, and I know he's been in a self-contained place. A place like a farm, or maybe with a militia group. And listen, not all militia groups are bad. They're not all looking to kill governors and black people. Some of them are ex-military guys that get together like football players do and play flag football. They hunt, they fish, they party, they have fun on ranches. He could even be in a situation like that with people, like-minded people. That he had a lot of skills. For 15 years old, look what he was able to accomplish. If I'm a militia, I want this guy because as soon as he turns 18 or 19, he could be either very, very dangerous, very positive to our thing. So think he drove off. I think it was well prepared and well planned, and he was able to stay off the grid, and he's living in a situation where he does not need to come out. And for whatever reason, he hasn't. And that's why some of the father and the mother's interviews, the father seems to be pretty okay with things. That's his demeanor. Because I think he believes his son can take care of himself and might be with one of those groups. And when it's time, hopefully he comes out again. When will that be? I don't know.
And we looked at the case the way the cops look at cases. We looked at it behaviorally. We looked at the physical and forensic evidence. We looked at all of the information compiled together to come up with a theory. And the theory, which included looking at forensics like cell phone data, led us to a location in a river, the Snake River, in a place where everyone said there's no way he would be there. Well, a private investigator wrongly convinced a missing 16-year-old's parents that their son had joined the French Foreign Legion. How on earth could this happen when so much evidence pointed toward a suicide in their own backyard? This kid left a public note for his family to discover, something that's become public to all of us now. Many have considered it to be a clear and concise suicide note. It contains comments such as, quote, "I loved you all very dearly. I am so sorry for what I'm going to do," close quote. Or another, quote, "I must kill myself. It was a good life while it lasted. I'm sorry. I will miss you all," close quote. Another example would be the note that he left in a school locker to a friend on the day he disappeared.
I sent his suicide notes and all that to a lady that's a mental health professional. She said the suicide note was bullshit. And but as far as depression, in the note and in some of the things, he said he had seen a lot of stuff. He did express to a couple of his friends in school outside the 4 or 5 that I talked about that there might have been some things in his life he wasn't happy about, but no more than anybody else.
Jed Hall was last seen driving, was found in the Snake River in Idaho Falls Sunday morning. Inside, investigators found human remains.
In continuing coverage now, it is now confirmed that the body found in Jed Hall's car is indeed the missing Idaho Falls teen.
I personally believe he was going to stage that and he died in the car. Now, there's something that the cops had seen. That would be my thing. I think he was going to stage that vehicle in the car, get out of there, and maybe it didn't work. I just have a hard time believing this kid waits to leave, and the way he does it right when, he gets his braces off. Why get your braces off?
Right. Why? That was my question.
He disappeared years ago.
Okay. So he's saying, I'll let this finish before we, it's just about over. This, Miss Lee, I tried to reach out to you because I know you know a lot about him. But did you guys get the gist of that? What they were saying? I'll finish it here.
And the case has gone unsolved since then. The local police have been unsuccessful tracking.
These videos are terrible. Okay. That was it for that one.
And the case has gone unsolved since then. The local police have been unsuccessful tracking him down. The family hired a private investigator, which incidentally...
Did you guys... I can't believe the stuff he says. I mean, out of everything that was going on, he said that the kid wouldn't have done nothing because he got his braces off. What? I will hit you up and connect with you some. Okay, Miss Lee, thank you. You've been watching him closely, Outlaw Trucker? Hey, Granny's watching. He is an idiot. He does not know these kids, not at all. And to say the things, oh, I've got more. Let me remove some of this. I've got more. It's just things from different people, different cases, different kids, just different things he's done and said. And there's so much in this dude. I could do 2 lives and still not. I mean, there was so much. It was hard to choose what all to show because there's a lot, and he's still at it. He's still at it. Okay, we'll go with this one because it's a longer one. But there's the one about the articles I want to go over with you, and I know one of them you already have. I don't know if you guys know about the other one. It's the one here in Florida where he was charged, but nothing ever came of the case of actually frauding for his athletic. He was selling his athletic awareness and ability, or I don't. It the kid. It was. I'll read it to you. It's crazy, but it's just something. The case just disappeared, just went away. I wonder why, and how did it just go away with the seriousness of what he was being accused of? Was the I don't know. I have questions because for that to go away like it did, I have questions. But let's see what this is about.
Doesn't take child cases.
Yeah, I'm not interested in a child case. I did a couple of kid cases, and
This
you know
is
what
none
happens? I
other
go
than
find a
Molly and
5-year-old and
Bunces.
her mother that ran from the father, and I bring him back and find out dad's been molesting the kid for 3 years. I don't touch kids' cases because sometimes you can bring people back to parents that they're better off disappearing from.
Ouch, ouch, that hit that nerve. You hit that nerve. You did. Not with me personally, but
you know how many
we're all
fathers
thinking about Summer Wells, yes.
Do you know how many fathers have called me and with my kids, and I call the neighbors or the schools, and they said, hey, listen, that kid comes in here with bruises on him 3 days a week. You know what I mean? And I'm going to go find that kid and track that mother down because dad's a big-time attorney or a doctor, and I'm going to bring those people back to this monster. Why? Because they paid me? See, that's the difference between me and a lot of other people. Private investigating is a very wide range. It's bodyguard work. It's car insurance fraud. It's slip and falls. All I do is one small piece of what a private investigator is. You cannot.
Okay, that was that one. I know, guys. Some of you guys are worried. I'm sorry about this. About this guy being dangerous, and I appreciate it. But you know what? We can't not cover people that do this stuff, and then I mean, I'm not doing anything wrong, and so he needs to not come after me because all I'm doing is showing exactly what he says. I'm not spinning nothing. I'm not putting nothing in it. I'm showing the actual articles. I'm not the only one that's done it. And I understand that he went after Queen. I've seen some of the older stuff when it was before the Queen Bee now, which I have a little clip of that. I hope he doesn't because all I'm doing is what a YouTuber does. Hey, Stargazer's mom. He's coming out with an attack on my face badly again. I still talk to those consultants, Tim, so I will pass on the info in case they can help them. Yeah, I've seen some things about Salty. I didn't. I might have a clip in here from there. There's some things I didn't go into because I really just want to show this, there was some really other stuff I could have went into, and I just chose not to. Um, because I do know that he's trouble, and I did see what he can do, and hopefully he won't, because all I'm doing is showing what he's doing. And what the kind of person he is, I wouldn't doubt it. Yeah, stuff there. There's another one here. I want to read about those articles, so I gotta find it. I think I have to go to Facebook. There's a Facebook group about him, and then this TikToker is Jimterry PI is a fraud, is what he calls himself. And there's one Bandit 3 times, and then there's YouTubers. No Thanks Investigator, Salty. I've seen some things from Salty, and Queen Pin OG, which you'll see. And then there's this Freddy Nightmare, Freddy the Nightmare. I don't think I'm showing any of that, but he showed like criminal stuff that I don't want to get involved in. I'm just showing what he's done. Just a couple. Just a couple. And no, go ahead, Asher. I don't care.
He has the better picture, so he could.
What was the
now,
name?
this is about stuff in these campers I was telling you about that he was actually selling pictures for, which I got to click for. This was about eggs in this camper and dates. And, well, listen to it.
I want to say he said it was April or something like that. April 24th.
Yeah, you said that last night to me, April 24th.
Yeah, and that's when they expire. It's not when they were purchased. So they were.
So if you look, the eggs, if you look at the expiration date on the eggs, it's like May 3rd. The eggs had already expired for a month.
By May 28th.
Right. So it's horrible. But if I sent these on, if I showed these on your channel, I said, what if this is a trap? Like, what if the guy that's sending this to me wants me to show this, and this is like police footage or some shit? I didn't know what to do. That's why I was back to the corner and was like, fuck, I'll just charge for him. Kind of.
Okay. Okay, I got it. All right, so what confuses me, why he has...
Okay. Did you hear that about the dates? Even just lying about 8. I try to stay away from all this drama, but I think I might shed some light on this effort. Oh, okay. You know, this stuff with these creators going after people because they're reviewing their content, and stuff that's out there in the public is ridiculous. It's got to stop. It can't be acceptable anymore. That's what YouTubers do. We get on here and we talk about other content and other stories, and we review them. I'm not putting this man down. I'm just putting out there what's out there. But it's ridiculous that it's to the point now where you don't want to talk about certain people because they'll come after you. That's insane. And I'm sorry, but things need to change. And sending threatening emails and threatening people's families and their children and going real life, it's got to change. And we've got to figure out how to make it change. Because it's not going to be fun YouTube if all you're going to do is get on here and fight with each other. That's not why I came to YouTube. I don't want to fight with anybody else. All I want to do is do what I'm doing. Show content and give my opinion, or just show what's out there, and but it's crazy that we have to even second guess what we want to do. That's, you know, I didn't come to YouTube to get on here and sit here and argue back and forth nonstop with another creator. Oh, I hate you. Oh, you hate me. Oh, look at how bad I'm not. No, that's not content. I mean, not for me. I'm not saying it's not for other. It's just not for me. You know. I don't know. I don't know what the answer is. All I know is things got to change. We should not be worried about wanting to do this. That they're going to go real life on us. It's insane. And maybe I don't know. Maybe I just think that it'd be such. I guess it's easy to say just stop doing it, but it's been done for so long. At this point, I don't know. YouTube's got to do something there.
In Mexico.
Okay, we've seen that one. That was the first one. Okay. Oh, these clips. So what did everybody, did I miss any? I see nonsense and whatnot. I was busy, so I didn't see the notification until afterwards. But I went to it and I couldn't find it. It was there, wasn't there. I hope everything's okay. I know she's gonna be upset. I'd be upset if I got those emails because it's ridiculous. I mean, it's just totally ridiculous. I do hope laws change. They need to change. Yeah, they do. They really do. It's insane that we can't get on here and do what YouTube is all about. I mean, and YouTube is not going to, they've got to wake up, and eventually they're going to have to do something because it's going to start affecting the bottom dollar. Without creators, what does YouTube have? You think Google's going to, and there's so many frivolous lawsuits being filed right and left. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. But the real life stuff should not be tolerated. It just shouldn't be tolerated. And just because I'm reviewing this dude, there's a chance he could come for me. I'm not doing anything wrong. I'm not putting him down. I'm not saying anything bad about him. I'm showing exactly what he's put out. Don't put it out there if you don't want people to talk about it. That's what YouTube is. And there's stuff everywhere on every platform about this dude. And let me tell you, it's not nice stuff. He's done some messed up things. Hey, exposing. I despise this poor excuse. Oh, yeah. Well, let's listen to this. Like I said, it's various clips.
Buy time for the car that was found. You know what? You're talking about the girl that went missing in California. I don't think there's much of a cover-up. I think she was a little skis. I think she was a partying in the...
I don't know what's wrong with these recordings. Sorry, guys. I don't know what's wrong with these recordings. When I recorded them, I thought because it was storming all day, so my off and on, so my internet was awful, but they sounded good till now. But this is him talking about, hey, Roddy. You did this, not me. Hey, Lane.
Drugs. She went out there. She made some bad choices. She died. Every bit as much as in high school, there's always the one fucking kid who drives his car into a tree or a pole. I just think that she made... Yeah, I think she made some bad... And you know what? They ought to charge her fucking parents. I don't have any tolerance for that. Okay. 16 years old,
that message said anybody that allows him on panel to discuss this stuff,
she knew what she was getting into.
Jim's a good dude. Jim actually has a heart. Jim's a good dude. Jim.
Do you think the police had...
That creator was saying that he's a good dude and he's got a good heart while he's talking about this girl like this. Make it make sense. There's plenty on YouTube about him. I there was things that I'm not sure if I'm gonna show. Nonsense just did a short drive live showing you. Oh, hey, Lane. Yeah. Um, he's messy, messy. But come on, when a victim or someone who's missing, their family's got to get a restraining order against you. Come on, that's outrageous. That's ridiculous. What the hell is YouTube doing? I heard that he's banning. I don't know if that's true. When I seen that when I was doing things, collecting video clips on him and stuff. Um, yeah, I don't know if that's true. Um, I also seen a post that his channel was gone, but it's not because I checked today and it was there. But yeah, let's see what this one is. I don't think we played this one yet. Then I want to read those articles. The Facebook group is wild.
Was found. You know what? You're talking about the girl that went missing in California. I don't think there's much of a cover up. I think she was a little.
Okay, wait, we did that one. How is that possible? That's a shorter version. There's no line. But okay. I cannot believe he said that about Connie Glavin and her parents. What is wrong with people? Why do they think it's okay to say those things? I can't. I can't. Let's see, that looks like the same message. Let's see. There's several clips here. Some of these are really short.
About the girl that went missing in California. I don't think there's much of a cover up. I think she was a little skis. I think she was ahead of her time with the partying.
A little skis ahead of the time with the partying. Nice guy, this guy is, huh?
And the drugs. She went out there, she
nice
made some
guy?
bad choices, and she died. Every bit as much as in high school, there's always the one fucking kid who drives his car into a tree or a pole. I just think that she made, yeah, I think she made some bad, and you know what? They ought to charge your fucking parents. I don't have tolerance for that. 16 years old now, that little whore was out in the fucking woods doing coke.
Wow. What? This guy is a licensed PI that helps find missing people. I'm and he's going to connect with people that review him, but he's the one talking like this about that poor girl, and her family, and what he did to that. This is not okay behavior. I mean, wow. Wow. Okay, here's one. I'm actually dumbfounded. Not dumbfounded. I'm kind of speechless about what he just said. Okay, this is about another case that he's claiming he was hired for and worked for. You guys be the judge. You listen. This is, I believe, Molly's panel again, and Voices may even be up on this. But Voices tried to tell him the way he was doing it and the things he was saying was wrong. He has no true PI license. He is a joke. Yeah, there's some stuff in here about the PA license, the PI licensing too. Like I said, this TikToker, he calls himself. There's Crime Talks also does a lot, but he calls himself Jimterry PI is a fraud. That's what all his TikToks are said. They're titled. It's crazy. That's what he calls himself. He's gone after exposing and her family badly. Yeah. Miss Lee, I really wanted to talk to you because I knew you had info. Um, yeah. Let's just listen to some of this and then I'll pause it. I like to read the comments though. He needs to stay the hell out of California. We have enough morons here. People like this have zero shame. No shame with it. None. No empathy. No compassion for families. From what I've read on the Facebook groups and Reddits, which I've gotten a couple Reddits in here too, I believe. Um, and from TikTok, hey Clemson girl, he actually calls families of victims, families, and of people missing, and um, some have said he will even harass them. Yeah, hand pink waving, hand pink waving, hand pink waving, hand pink waving. Exposing what's in the chat. He is who I mean. She is Salty Pancake's wife. Oh, okay. Yeah, I seen some of the stuff with Salty Pancakes. I was blown away. Um, I was blown away. We were talking just okay. Yeah, because there's going to be a part two. There's just too much to do in one, and there's some things I'm trying to put together to put a timeline. So that'd be great, Miss Lee. But let's listen to this. Like I said, these are just clips of different things that he's been involved in, and don't. I'm not the one saying he's problematic. This stuff is. I'm just showing what he's put out there.
A minute or until I find her. That's how I work. So I'm not trying to drone this case on. But all the people out there that dislike me share two common things. Two common things with all the people out there. Number one, their cases were solved and their children or their loved ones were found. Fact. Number two, they owe me money. I very, very rarely don't get paid up front. And some of the people that have gone on these shows owe me money. Michaela Nelson's father still owes me $200. Yeah, you're right. I'll release all the information. You go on these shows and badmouth you. By the way, his daughter was found. To the time when I do not now. I am 100% paid up for me.
These videos, wow. Did you hear that? His agreements that he has people sign, he does get paid before he does anything. There's proof of that coming up. Yeah. There is a lot on this dude. I mean, a lot. And there's some things I'm not going to go into. But yeah, there's a lot. This is another clip of him. Let me see what it is.
Better way to share these details because you did a lot of
Molly's panel again
shaming and a
with
lot of
voices, and this is the clip I was trying to show you where I had said in that other clip that voices tries to tell him about how he's saying things and handling things, and yeah, this was Molly.
Victim blaming, and that is a really slippery slope.
I agree. I agree that that's what I do. That's why I'm not everybody's cup of tea. That's why I don't get every job.
So that's what he does, and he's okay with it. Voices told him you can't victim shame and stuff, and he admits that he does it. So I don't understand why he can have a problem with anybody showing what he's doing and saying with his own words. what people do. I think I showed these. I'm looking to see what we haven't showed. Let me see if we showed. Oh yeah, we showed this one. I think so. Let me check. There were so many that I should have labeled them better.
Break into his social media. I was able to break into his social media, so I traded the police the account passcodes to his YouTube, Gmail, and Facebook and social media for them to release the surveillance footage and everything that they had in their possession to us, which I in then released to the media. And that's when this story kind of started to grow. And I was able to break into his social media and read all of his 1,700 different messages on Facebook, his 2,800 YouTube searches, and give that to the police in exchange for them giving us the police footage that the school had.
Jim, now the screen says,
so that we can see what it was.
On the screen, the descriptions. Now this is on Reddit. This is that dude that calls himself Crime Talk, I believe. And this is from Jimterry's TV right here. And it says, Jimterry, fake PI, openly admitted he illegally obtained Jed Hall's private information, and he is here admitting it.
Like when he broke into that school.
Okay. So I want to back that up and read it. Hold on. I'm going to back that up and read it. Back at it. It says, what a private investigator is not permitted. A PI does not have the permission to hack into computers or phones. He or she does not have the consent to tap phones unless working with a law enforcement agency with this type of power. And then it says, private investigator used fraud to access my personal info. Wow.
So there might.
Come on and play.
Well, there might have been a criminal investigation here. So they didn't want to turn over anything, but they couldn't break into his social media. I was able to break into his social media for them to release the surveillance footage and everything that they had in their possession to us, which I in then turn released to the media. And that's when this story kind of started to grow. And I was able to break into his social media and read all of his 1,700 different messages on Facebook.
So how did he get away with that? How did he get away with breaking into that? Let's be honest. To that social media. I don't know if that is okay. Do you guys know that he went after Laura's son? And he said that he actually had people going to watch him from his sports activity. It's pretty crazy what he says. I mean, I know Laura perplexes a lot, but man, you don't go after someone's child. I don't care. It's wrong. I don't care who you are or how you spin it. And what he says is wrong. Is wrong. There's no other way of putting it. I couldn't believe the things he said about her son. I really couldn't. I don't know where. It might be one of these. You just don't go after someone's kids. You don't do it. I think we've seen this one. Oh, my internet's so slow because of these storms.
Missing because a lot of them are assholes.
I'm going to let that play again.
You're still a little ray of pitch black.
Most cases have. I hate the fucking people that go missing because a lot of them are assholes.
Yeah, okay. So why do you take the cases then? Why do you do missing people if you don't like it and don't enjoy it? I'm confused. Why even bother then? Do you guys get that one? I don't get that one. I'm trying to find the one where he goes, might be this one. He goes, the things he says to perplex is, sorry, unexcusable.
Speak to
Okay,
your
this
fans.
is part one.
Allow him to.
It says, beware of fake PI Jimterry. And this is from TikTok. And it's from the bandit 3 times.
Speak to you. This young lady that is Ukrainian called into Jimterry TV. And let's take a look and a listen on how Jimterry is talking.
Let me ask you a question. Do you want to go bowling and I can stick my fingers in the holes? I wouldn't mind. You like me, don't you? Like if I was in the Ukraine, I'd be like the fucking Brad Pitt of your town. Hell yeah. See, that's what I like to hear. Now listen, I need you to send me a little selfie of you in a little fucking outfit, you know, a couple of buttons undone, you know, kind of a hot little deal, maybe the collar, a little whatever. Send that over so me and my audience can check you out, Nels. Hey, listen, also, can you tell him?
Wow. Jim, you are a piece of shit.
That, I sure hope whoever that was didn't send him anything. But this guy just, there's no limits. There's no line he won't cross, apparently. I should have put this together, but I'm trying to find that clip with him talking about Nora's kid. It was just sick.
This fucking games.
Here it is.
Her 14-year-old son is supposed to be some huge football star that she brought out there and put on her channel. Got knocked the fuck out in 2-a-days. I don't think the kid's played a game yet. I got somebody I'm paying to go to the games to get videos, and you know what they're...
Did you hear that? He's paying someone to go to those games. Now, I did not do the very first part of that because it did have her name and stuff in it, and I didn't want to put that out there. But that's exactly who he's talking about. He's publicly admitting to stalking someone's 14-year-old kid. He admitted that he had paid someone to go watch the games. That's wrong. No matter how you spin that, and he said it with his own words. So is he going to backtrack on that like he's done other things that he said? I don't know. Oh, no. I don't want my extra down. I don't even have it. But there's the Facebook group has some interesting stuff and some very upset people. Some very upset people. Oh, I can't do that one anyway because no, I don't want that one. Oh, this internet. No, what about that? Maybe we didn't do this one. Let me see.
talking about the girl that went missing in California. I don't think.
Yeah, he did this one. I thought I had that done. So I'm gonna go to Facebook. I thought I
him down. The family.
no, sorry about that. So, anybody got? Let's see what some people are saying in the comments before I move on and read these lawsuits, or not lawsuits, but these criminal cases that just managed to disappear and end. And then I'm sure most of you, wow, those cats are funny. I'm sure most of you know about the Rolling Stones article about, and who is this fucking joker? This is Jimterry, EI, which I have information about that as well. I'm gonna go get into it anyway. What it requires for a PI to sorry guys. What it requires. Why is it doing that? I know I downloaded that stuff. Hopefully I won't have to. I think it'd be better to show it on Facebook where I can read it, but I'm gonna see. Okay, where did it go? No, it wasn't nice. Okay. Let me find it here. Actually, that's not here. Where'd they go? So I am going to have to go to Facebook on time. Dookie Doo, you're not coming back out. Alright, I'm going to have to go to Facebook. I thought I sent them to me. Let me see if I sent them to me right now. I think I did. Oh, it takes forever to load this stuff. Okay. Let's Reddit. And he's on this site called Concatcher. And that's about him. And this is the cease and desist that he got from Dylan Brown's family. So I'm hoping it'll let me share this. Go in here and see if it'll let me share this. It should let me share it. I was kind of shocked that they even had to send this man a cease and desist. They could have had to. This behavior. It says attorney for Dylan Brown's parents sends private investigator a cease and desist letter. And this was this article was published July 1st, 2022. It was updated on October 14th, 2022. So, but he did get one from them. I know this is true. It says the family of a missing man from eastern Idaho is demanding a private investigator stop his involvement in the search for their son. Dylan Brown vanished over a month ago while farming in the rural town of Liston near the Utah-Nevada border. He last spoke with his grandmother on May 28th. Since then, nobody has heard from him, and other than a pair of round boots on the property, there has been no sign of him anywhere. James Terry with Gulf Coast Investigation in Florida has been investigating the case. But on Thursday, Idaho Falls-based attorney sent Terry a cease and desist letter on behalf of Brown's parents. I don't want to, I'm not reading it. My office has been retained by the Rounds employee families to send this letter to to him and demand that he immediately cease and desist his continued non-authorized involvement in the Dylan Rounds case. You may have made malicious, unfounded, and incorrect statements and have made verbal and written attacks on the Rounds and Corley families. And he did all that. In fact, there is video out here of the things he has said. Terry has spoken about the case on videos posted online. Terry's words are damaging the integrity and effectiveness of the entire investigation. Since Rounds disappeared, multiple searches have been conducted in the Lucin and Montello, Nevada areas. The FBI is assisting the Box Elder County Sheriff's Office. Rounds parents say It says your actions are diverting the focus from finding Dylan Rounds to what appears to be your own personal vendetta and or to promote yourself at the expense of the truth. The family of Dylan Rounds does not want to waste their time, resources, and energy with any further action against you in this matter and therefore request your immediate compliance. And there's the restraining order. Or not, cease and desist, sorry. And there it is, the actual copy of it. So, that's crazy. That is straight up crazy. That family should have never, ever had to do that. And this is from that concatcher.com. I want to see what this was about. I think this has to do with criminal stuff in his background, but I'm not going to, if it does, I'm not. Okay, this is from concatcher.com about Jimterry. I'm going to share this. Like I said, there's so much information. It's unbelievable how much there is. This is just a small portion. This is a developing investigation and media story. Okay. My name is Ashley M. I hired Jimterry on 5/31/22 to help find my missing son, Alex Easterling. He cold called me on May 30th. I paid him $3,000 on May 31st. One of the main reasons we chose Jim and chose him so quickly was due to the fact that he stated multiple times that he only takes one case at a time and that he had never had a case that didn't come to completion. He stayed on it until it was resolved. I have multiple recordings and text messages that verify all this information. Needless to say, Jimterry not only accepted multiple other cases and money from families at the same time he took my money, he did absolutely nothing to help us in the search for my son. He actually disrupted most of the established media contacts and other outlets for assistance that we had. Wow. Wow. Yeah. That's just a complaint that was filed against him, I guess, with this contractor. Unlicensed, I don't know if that's true. Not touching that, but yeah. This man is seriously Oh, that's playing? I'm sorry, guys. I didn't know that was playing. Let me shut that off. I don't know why it's playing. Okay. It's not playing. Okay, this is the article I want to share and read with you guys. This happened not far from. This is down here in Florida, but this was the one I was telling you about with. Okay, where did it go? There it is. So why isn't it letting me share it? This is that article. What is this guy selling? And it's exposing Mississippi licensed PI Jimterry. This is from the Facebook page. I'm trying to get it to share it. I'm not sure why it's not. Let me try again. There it is. Alright. Alright. Okay. This article, I'm going to bring it up on my iPad so I can read it to you guys. Because I have it. But this is crazy. It says Jimterry says he is in the business of selling high school athletics to college programs. But many think he's just selling himself. And this is in Tampa. His future aspirations in his left hand and his complex past in his right. Jimterry knows more than you think as he sits down at a conference table. He knows whom you have talked to. He knows what others have said. He knows what you will ask. And he organizes the football helmet and 3 binders in front of him. He is prepared for just about anything. Just about anything to do with high school recruiting has been Tim Terry's business the past few years. Okay, now it goes on to say that now people think I'm nuts. Terry says in the middle of one of his long diatribes that could be considered one of the nicer things many people have said about the 27-year-old man who runs Athlete Recruiting Service, All-Star Classic, and the soon-to-be Florida Tropics Junior College Club team. It says that he's a former Atlanta kicker from the Division II Clark Atlanta kicker, runs the most controversial recruiting conglomerates in the area. He is loathed by high school coaches, despised by people he has. Where did it go? Despised by people he has worked with, but adored by some of the families. He tells you he has help. He tells you. He's playing with kids' dreams, said a former quarterback. He was the most valuable player in the second of Terry's 3 pay-to-play All-Star teams. You pay to play? Okay. Terry is playing with a recruiting system he deems archaic, and the idea that the ways of the old don't allow room for everyone to get on the field. A sentiment he says he experienced firsthand. He says, if I'm bending the rules a little bit to get someone a scholarship, people can ostracize me all they want. He said he bends the rules. He says, bend the rules. He does. So he's okay with bending the rules to get someone a scholarship. So wasn't there just big criminal cases where the rich and famous got in trouble because they were paying their kids way into colleges and stuff they shouldn't have been in the first place? Okay. It says that one of the kids has let me go through it on my screen. It says one of the kids, I think, got arrested. Yeah, out of those three that had all three of his pay-for-play all-star games have taken place during recruiting dead periods. Wow. Before his senior year, versus the rest of the grounds because of trespassing warning. Oh. On the back of the dollar program with incorrect rosters he sold during the May 31st game. Terry thanks the 275 college football programs that are scouting our game. They were pay for play, and the NCAA Division One and Division Two coaches are not allowed to watch. Nowhere in any of his promotional material does it say this, though the most recent game did have practice. Wow. So they're saying that he was scamming, really. And that it's questionable what he did. That's crazy. That's crazy. That's just crazy. The stuff he's done to people, to the families, and I'm sorry, but he shouldn't have been talking about a child like that, someone's child, and admitting to paying them. I mean, how, another Florida idiot. I know. I wonder if he's. I'm not originally from here, so I'm a transplant. But we've got them all down here. Trust me. We've got Betty. We've got JLR. We've got Terry, and I'm sure there's more. I just haven't found them yet. It's insane. Never pay people up front. Deposit with final what the job is done. He had anything to do with the outcome. Yeah. He doesn't have a lot to do with money. I think I showed all the videos. The article from RollingStones, I believe I have that too. Yeah, you guys, a couple people showed that. But I do have a clip of him on Queen Bee's show. Her first, I guess it's an older channel. I do want to share that. It was funny. He had some not nice things to say to them. I thought I kept that one, even though he said some horrible things. Let me see if it's this one. Maybe I didn't keep it. I don't want to keep playing the clip.
It's a woman who is in this industry and can't get shit. Now I am no longer going to work for this family. They want to support this woman, and they want this woman to be their advocate.
Okay. It says pause to read that. I want to read
But you're not, you're nobody.
Let's go back and read that. Where was it? I do want to go back and read that. Hey. That way you guys can see what it says. That's why I'm going to go back and read it. Oh, trying to find it on this iPad while I'm on here is crazy. Come on now, where'd you go? Oh. It's not letting me back up to it. What the heck? There it is. I'm just going to zoom in on that. That is little. There it is. Alright, I got it. And then it says, pause to read the family statement. This is September 11th, 2022. We have received a threat by James Terry, that he intends to reveal the names and addresses of those who have requested to remain anonymous. Our goal has been to promote safety of those who have come forward. He also has threatened to mass break hidden true crime on YouTube, despite the numerous leads and information he has gathered that have benefited our case. We cannot and do not condone or support these actions. James Terry has been paid for has been paid for services rendered as a private investigator. That does not give him the rights to the information he has acquired. The information acquired is intended to benefit the efforts of seeking justice for Rebecca and promote awareness of domestic violence and missing persons. It is at this time that we will be disavowing our relationship with James Terry, PI. And I'm not going to read the names of the people at the bottom because out of respect. This dude is just got a lot going on, doesn't he? Why does he feel the need to attack? Clearly, you don't want to do it. Why do it? That's just my opinion. But I know I have one here of Queen. I thought I kept it. It was Queen's other channel. She was on with someone else. Maybe I didn't keep it. I thought I did though. I think we showed these. Anyway. Did any of you guys catch Vader's scream last night? I think I showed this, but let me check.
Are trying to cover up buy time for the car that was found. You know what? You're talking about the girl that went missing in.
Yeah, he keeps talking about Kylie. There's a lot of the clips with Kylie, but I don't want to repeat that. Anyway, I'll go to the RollingStones article. Even though most of us, I think I have it. But there's a lot from this con catcher on him. And this one is even felons can be private investigators in Mississippi. Wow. What's this one about? Let's check. I don't know if this one's good. Oh, okay. This is something an article I found too about him being a licensed PI in Mississippi. And then I'm gonna hit. Okay. Alright. Now, this says in Mississippi, even felons can be a PI. Without a license in Mississippi, a person can't practice medicine, work as an architect, install hearing aids, or perform massage therapy. But anybody, even a felon, can work as a private investigator. Wow. Laws may have changed. This was 2015. I'm hoping they did. Legally changing his last name to that of some felons are working as private investigators in Mississippi or become felons after they start working as PIs. Yeah, I'm not going to read. This is about other PIs. I'm looking at the stuff with Jimterry. Mississippi has become a magnet for unscrupulous people wanting to work as private investigators. Oh my God. For Mississippi. Mississippi is the only state in the South and one of only 5 in the country that fails to require licensing of private investigators. Because of a lack of licensing, the 40-member association has been forced to conduct background checks. We had to deny memberships because they were pedos. We want to grow, but we can't accept members like that. I would hope not. Earlier this year, the Mississippi House unanimously passed a bill that would have licensed private investigators and have that licensing overseen by a board funded from those licensing fees. Cool. But the bill never made it out of the Senate Judiciary Committee. Wow. Okay. So they haven't changed it. Also, a veteran private investigator has a license from a number of other states. Yeah. Because Mississippi doesn't require a license for a private investigator. Anyone can pay the business license fee as low as $20 and get access to all the databases that a private investigator has access to. And he said he could be a serial artist. Yeah, other states require continuing education. They require a lot. And they require you to have liability insurance. And you have to pass a background check. Yeah. Wow. Going to licensed private investigators makes no sense. We regulate everything. That guy that sprays your house for bugs is trained. That's true. An attorney from Madison County said a private investigator who also happened to have a criminal record used a zoom lens to get to get a gate code so he could sneak into a gated community where his client lived. Yo, licensing private investigators is a consumer protection issue. It's a public safety issue. Damn right it is. In Mississippi, private investigators have no professional standards. They have no code of ethics. They have no background checks, and they're unaccountable to no one. Wow. No wonder he picked Mississippi, huh? What is happening? The Association of Legal Investigators said what's happening in Mississippi right now is wide open, and it's an injustice to the public. While investigating a fatal accident involving two, he said a private investigator contacted him saying he had information. When he ran the man's name through a database, he discovered the investigator was a felon. In addition to that, Mississippians have little recourse if a private investigator takes the money and runs. We license those that braid people's hair, but we don't license those involved in life and death decisions. That's scary. Yeah, it is scary. Said private investigators born in other states just move across the state line to Mississippi. Wow. Then this just goes on to say what happened with other ones. Wow. The lack of licensing laws makes it easy for some to take advantage. Yeah, it does. Before the law passed in Alabama in 2012, you have a case where which a woman spent $20,000 for a fraudulent private investigator. Wow. Turned out he was in. She told me that his girlfriend would pick up the money. He said, turned out he was in jail for burglary 6 months of the 8-month period she was paying him. He didn't even have a valid driver's license. Oh my gosh. Wow. There was another case in Albertville, Alabama, where a wife paid $10,000 to private investigator to investigate whether her husband was being faithful. She found out later the husband paid off the investigator to stop investigating. Oh my God. He said one investigator back then was taking advantage of clients by running up costs on clients' credit card bills. The investigator even had a license tag that read $5K a day. Oh my God. Without a licensing system that can be enforced, a grandmother may spend thousands from her savings to hire a private investigator, which actions lead to litigation. All of a sudden, there's a lawsuit that wipes out her savings, he said. She didn't realize that she didn't regulate, that the state didn't regulate, and that anybody can be a private investigator. Wow. That's crazy. That is crazy. Wow. That is really crazy. I'm hoping they change that. I'm hoping they change that. Mm-mm-mm. That is just crazy. Okay, so where is Oh, let's go to the Facebook group. Oh, boy. I have to go to the Facebook group to get the other article from Rolling Stones, but I don't know if I'm going to read it. I might just talk to you guys in the chat. Let me see what else is on here. I thought I saved it. I mean, there's people in here saying that they're trying to get money back from him. And this Facebook group is something else. I mean, there's some interesting things on here about him. Some real interesting things. I'm looking for that article from the Rolling Stones. I had it. I don't know what I did with it. It's on here, though. Somewhere. And it's got here. Because this is exactly where I got it from. Oh, never heard this Dylan Rounds exclusive phone call with private investigator. I'm not playing that. I listened to it. I didn't think it was. And then this is the Adventures with Purpose stuff. There's a lot on here. I don't. That whole Adventures with Purpose stuff was unbelievable. Even attacking credible people now. If the family and their own, yeah, I'm not. I want to. That's what I'm working on putting together now with that stuff, so I can link it all together. So, and here's a checklist for hiring a private eye. That's crazy. He said some nasty things about Dylan and his family. And this says, beware of anyone from following states: Mississippi, Idaho, South Dakota contacts you and claims to be a licensed private investigator, as these states, as of July 2022, allow anybody, even felons, to represent themselves as a PI. We just heard about that. That was crazy. Let me see if I can find that article. I thought I downloaded it. I sent it to myself. I don't know where I did with it. Let's see if I can find it really easy. There it is. Hello. That was a little too easy. Where is it? Okay, this is from Rolling Stones. So I have to go to them. I think last time I tried, they told me that let me share this. They told me that I was running low on articles I could watch for free. I'm not buying a subscription because I'm only using it for this. Okay, let's read some chat before we get into this, because you guys. I think some of you probably know about this article. But I want to read some chat before I read the article. This is your final free article. That's okay. I'm good with that. Let me go read the chat. Why does it okay. Yeah, California does have serious falls. We do here too. I cannot believe this. I'm sure I could find more stories like the ones that were in that article. That's insane. I mean, you're going to pay somebody $20,000, and that wife paying, the spouse paying to watch the other spouse, and then the other spouse is paying him that's not watching. So the dude's sitting there doing nothing and collecting big money. Yeah, with Gabby's case, I agree with you, Kelly. And Gabby's case got so much attention. And there's, yeah, they, that case broke my heart with the stuff that was put out. And the stuff he said about her, disgusting. I'm sorry, but it's disgusting. He trying to be Dog the Bounty Hunter. In fact, watch it loud. He won't reach that. But yeah, you know, I know the Dog had a popular show, but didn't you just think it was always so just convenient that they caught those guys? And usually they were just, I mean, they weren't like hardcore, multiple, um, very violent felons. Most of it was because, they had substance abuse problems or something. But come on, the drama with the takedowns all the time, and that used to scream her head off, reminded me of a young Betty. Yeah, I could picture Betty acting like that, screaming and. But don't you think that was kind of always set up? You know, it just seemed like it was. Um, I tried to find his license company, and so far he does not have a legit business as I did a big research on him. And right now he is in a total ass fraud. He never practiced under a bounty hunter or such. Oh, why would the state allow this to happen? I have no idea. I don't understand that. I don't understand how TI does not have to be licensed. I'm totally blown away by that. With all these crazies out in the world makes me glad my life is kind of boring. Well, what my feelings about what would I miss? Yeah, there has been so many. Thanks for taking over the team with all those you have in Florida. Never ever pay people up front deposit. Final when job is done. I agree with that. These families who have time need to band together and go after him. There has to be some legally they can do to shut him down. You would think so. I would. You would think so. He got 5K from the other side of the family. Wow. I don't know how he keeps getting away with it. He's done some really messed up stuff. I mean, and it goes way back. There's so much more. And like I said, the other part, this was just to throw together to give you guys an idea of different things he's done and things he's been involved with. And I used his own things. I didn't, and it's just my opinion. And just asking what you think. But what I'm putting together, I'm putting it together to show in, I guess, a timeline. I guess you want to say, or like, more together. There were some things I was waiting on that I wanted to clarify or verify without saying it. Yeah, there's some. But this is that article. I know everybody's seen it, but I want to. I am not worried about it being my final article. There's another way around that. Trust and believe. I am not paying you for the article. Jimterry has become a true crime star by vlogging about his missing person cases. Some families who hired him claim his involvement, and his posts only made their nightmares worse. Go figure. Go figure. Oh, I'm not. You're not making me log in. Come on now. You said I could read it. Oh, it's not gonna let me read it. Let me try this real quick. I am not paying for this. Nope. I can get it on here. I am not paying for that article. Let me see what it tells you on here. It was also posted on where? Rabbit has it. I should just go there and watch it or get it. Anyway. Let's see if I can find it in Yahoo News. But there is some crazy stuff on here from about that man. I thought I saved that article though. Let me see. I thought I did. Because I knew they were going to do that because they did it the other day. They try to get you to pay for their stupid articles. But they're not stupid. I mean, it was a good article by the RollingStones. I shouldn't have said stupid. But I'm not going to pay for it. I mean, that's crazy. Let me see if I kept it. I don't know if I kept it. I don't think there's anything in there. I don't know if it's in the screenshots. No. Okay. I don't know where the hell it went. I kept it. And it's not here. It's not under pictures or downloads. I'm going to save pictures. I don't know where it went, but I had it. Well, we'll talk. But this just gives you an idea of the stuff out there about him, the different things he's done. And I appreciate people, telling me to be careful. I'm really only, if he comes after me for this, I'm not going to put up with it. I'm not going to be harassed because I'm doing what anybody does on YouTube. I'm not talking bad about him. I'm reading his own words and articles that are out there about him. I mean, it's, I'll do this get tracing out of the eye. Yeah, T. Kelly, dog was funny. He tried to come back again, and it didn't go well. There was some controversy over that, but Data. Data's live. I got some things for Data. I caught Puny calling out an 8-year-old child he called out Jeffrey's got as many times. What? What? Well, I never knew that. I've never heard that ever. You caught Puny doing that. Wow. Scammers of every type find a place they can get away with their scamming. As long as states allow this to happen, there will be a scam after scam. I agree. But it makes sense to me now, the licensing in Mississippi. It just makes sense. Yeah, dog was a licensed bounty hunter. Which, I don't know. I was shocked about because, everyone knows he was in prison for several years. But, yeah, that show was something. Just saying her, she's now, stuff she's saying, with her concrete proof that isn't concrete proof. I'm not on the new side by no mean no way in any of this stuff that's gone down. But Tata's way out there with that community post she put up with that email saying that's him confessing to being responsible for all these emails. No, it's not. No, it's not. She said she knows 100% that's who it is. First, it was she was blaming nonsense, and then, you know, saying that everybody was trying to set Aaron and Steve up for these, saying they did these emails. I didn't see that anywhere. I didn't hear any creator that I watched saying anything like that. Everybody was just talking and trying to guess who was behind it, and because of all the different emails and so-called fake apologies, and yeah. But she said she proved it in her last live, and she didn't prove it. I'll play some of it. I really didn't want to give a review, but I will. Uh, she, yeah, she. Oh, here's that article. Oh no, that was going on. Oh, this is that call with the private investigator. Never be heard before heard, but I listened to it and I guess I might put part of it in the video that I'm putting together for, but I don't know. Wonder what Betty was up to today. Now that the stop trial's over, what does she got to do? She's traveling, isn't she? She said for some legal reasons. I say she's going to Iowa for the Trump rally, but she's, you know, not going to admit that. Oh, yeah, this letter date, and of course she blames it on nonsense and Uni, and I don't think those emails came from Uni himself. I just don't. I mean, I'm not defending Uni by no means. I just don't. As she's reading the emails, I'm going to back this up. But I'm not going to play this whole live. It's over 2 hours, but it's the usual stuff with her.
Is directly related to his incessant and malicious defamation of JLR. All right?
JLR doesn't have
We don't
case.
have that much.
Did you not listen to? I mean, there's lawyers. Maybe Justice even said, "No, this isn't going nowhere."
All right, we're on page.
Actually,
9.
JLR.
I think we're on page 9. Crap. Let me see. What's
part
on?
of his probation, which you can see on Hills, for Queen Bees, his probation agreement. He is not allowed to file any kind of lawsuit, and I don't believe he got permission for this. So I don't know why he's doing it. Maybe he thinks that he won't go there and that he can intimidate. But all JLR is doing is, number one, he's using this for attention, and he's getting it, lots of it. And he thinks in his little warped mind that he's putting it out there so other creators know not to talk about him. Nope, that's not going to work. Because you're not going to win this. You're not going to go anywhere with it. In fact, this might backfire on you, and you might end up with ramifications with your probation because of it. I mean, dude, is it worth it? I mean, I think the thing you're so worried about and is so upset is about the panty date thing. But dude, you put these videos out there. It's YouTube, you know. You didn't need to embellish that or try, to say things that aren't exactly true, because the video itself was enough to have fun with. You didn't have to say the things that were said. But Say hello. Come on. And what have you lost? You've actually gained, dude. Just saying. But Vader really gets into this. This way. He's got all this proof of who it is.
My chat, I got a screenshot. That was you all day. You can't backtrack.
Everybody got the straw. They posted them on the community tab saying you could.
Steve nor Aaron did any of that shit. And I know that's why you're behind the fucking emails tonight that got sent to nonsense and all of them. I know you're behind that. And I know you're trying to get revenge on Aaron and Steve. And I know you're going to try to pin this shit on them.
What?
And you're mad that I came out and called you out on it. So that's why you're threatening me with it. But you just outed yourself. So you just fucked up.
That's not outing himself. That's not proof that he's behind any of these. He's just telling you to shut up because you spin and twist things and you're not honest. Let's tell the truth. So really, y'all know different. You're really way out there. That is not admitting to anything, and nothing in there said that Steve and EKC did it. Sorry, I'm not defending anybody, but it is what it is, Beta. You often get it wrong. Often. Don't worry, I got a video coming up showing all your wrongness.
All right. 1 second, guys. Let me calm down a second because I saw it now. Fuck him. I'm going to leave his fucking email up there.
Hold up, no.
That way everybody knows it's from him.
Okay, so what if it is? It's telling you to leave him alone. It's not admitting to anything. It's not proof of anything like you claim. This is what you do all the time. And then she has a lot to say about nonsense in her emails too. I'll backtrack to that. I didn't plan on playing this tonight, but I don't know. The Jimterry stuff kind of felt like because I didn't have it together right, like I should have. But I just wanted to give you guys an idea of what is coming. Okay.
I got a question, Cutie Rock. It wouldn't be those spoofed emails that y'all knew were spoofed, would they, that you're talking about with Steve and Aaron? That y'all knew were spoofed and you went ahead and went live anyway? Remember the live?
None of this was said in this email. It's on the community
and y'all try to pin it live and frame Aaron and Steve with just so y'all know that they. So what happened, guys? Let me just tell you what he did to them. Some spoofed emails got sent to Steve and Aaron. Steve goes on Aaron's channel, reads the emails. The emails were spoofed emails from Natalie, right? Natalie Kennett. So they know they're spoofed. They absolutely know it. And what do? Him and his team, they go live on a girl's channel. He goes live with the girl. They both, he was promoting her, trying to get everybody to go to her channel to see what Steve had done. And in these emails were threats, and he was trying to frame Steve with the threats, knowing that these were spoofed emails that were spent from a spoof site that I traced.
What?
If you want to play with me, you rock, you're messing with the wrong motherfucker, because I majored in computer science, and I will trace it back straight to your asshole. Don't fuck with me, I'm telling you. And anyways, we were able to figure out that they were from an emailer fucking site, and they were spoofed and falsely created and framed to look like they were to Steve, or they were made to look like they were from Steve to someone, and they were threats. And there's a site that you can act like you're somebody else and email, and I'll show you. I'll give you something. You know what?
What are you going to give them? I'll read you the email she's talking about. Nowhere in this email does it say the things she's saying. There's just no way. Charlotte, this Charlotte on the web, I can't. She is not going to leave people alone. She never does, and she'll get back on here. Okay. I'm going to read to you. This is on her community page. And it says, to my viewers, this is what she wrote. He is threatening to lie and claim I am behind the email threats if I don't get away from Aaron and Steve. He just admitted it. Okay, here's the email. Now you tell me where he admits. Okay, Steve was working with Nat. This was over that Nat stuff because in a previous video she said that none of that was all true, and that's a whole another rabbit hole. If you go down that, you're gonna have a hard time getting back up. But he says Steve was working with Nat. He was using her alongside Tina and EKC to create CP, to harass and intimidate. You are doing their dirty work just like she and Erica did. You need to walk away before I have to blame. That's all it says. There's nothing more to the email. Wait. Before I have to blame you for the person sending threats. Okay? That's the email. Now, he didn't say he was blaming EKC and Steve. He said that he could blame her for sending threats. I don't see it. Who knows who's behind it? But she keeps bragging about how she knows how to do spoofed emails and everything else. But she said that that's proof that he's setting up Aaron and Steve and saying they did this. But that's not what that email said. It was about what happened with this Nate. And let me tell you, that's EKC and Steve. No, ooh, yeah, that's a whole nother ballgame there. That's not for tonight. I'll have to put that together because there's a lot in that. There's a lot. But that's where she goes on to. That's her proof. Just like I'll back it up and you hear what she says about nonsense.
I'll give y'all a deep for that. We kind of decided to see that this knew the emails were spoofed, but ran away. And so what happened? Steve got planted with spoofed emails and threats and CP that UniRock was behind, that they were all behind, and no, they were fucking behind.
How do you know that?
And what you're doing right now with these emails, you're trying to get back at Aaron and Steve again. You already tried once with the damn porn emails and shit. Remember that shit?
What the hell is...
And now what are you doing again?
Where's the proof of all this? Data. Again, you do all this and it's all talk. You show no proof. Okay. You keep thinking Aaron and Steve didn't do anything in that whole situation. Keep thinking that.
Fucking threat emails come out, and who are y'all insinuating it is? Fucking Aaron and Steve. You're wanting revenge because she added the letter from JLR. That's exactly what's happening here. I told y'all by the end of the stream, I'd tell you what I really thought. That's what I really fucking think.
I haven't heard anyone blaming Aaron and Steve. I don't know if anybody is. I haven't done it. Do I think y'all could be behind it? I don't know. I wouldn't doubt it, honestly. But
Can't believe this idiot.
Believe what idiot?
Hey, Chit Chat. How do you get your...
You're right.
How do you do that? How do you get your... like, everybody else has a different font than you.
Okay, I don't want to talk about somebody else's font. But she goes in about nonsense again.
If I don't get away from... I mean, chat, tell me, do y'all honestly fucking believe that Aaron or Steve would ever create fake fucking porn and send it to people and lawyers and stuff? Seriously?
Well, you need to go back in history. Yeah, I really do.
Looks like you've been watching my stream and you know I'm on to you. That's what happened here.
Okay. No, see, I'm the only dumbass that
get away from Aaron and Steve.
And I'll call myself out because I do actually watch you to review you. Other than that, no, I don't watch it.
He just admitted it.
He didn't know if that
All right,
email
I'm
didn't
posting it
admit
now. If y'all want to
nothing.
stop and go look at that real quick, here
She
you go.
is
I
stopping her
just
live
posted.
because she didn't have this in her live like she should have, since this email was such a big part of her live. And having everybody go to her community page and read her email that she says proves that he's setting up Steve and Aaron for these emails, and that's not what was said in the email. I read it to you guys. It's not what was said.
Posted it.
Ada, you reach.
And fuck you. I'm leaving your email and your first fucking name on there.
Of course you are. And you did.
All right.
And you should know. You should have blacked out the name. That's why I didn't show it. Because even though his real name's out there now,
All right, guys. It's been 2 hours and 20 minutes. What part are we on? I'm so fucking pissed right now. Like, I don't even think I could finish this.
What
right
are
now.
you
Let's
so
see.
mad at? What is she so mad about?
We're on exit. I don't even remember what page. What page?
What is she always so mad about? Why is she so upset and so mad that she like a little girl? Oh, I'm so mad. Grow the hell up. If you're that bothered, you shouldn't be doing this. Oh my.
Page were we on, guys? I'm so hot right now.
I don't think they'll ever.
Y'all go look at that email. Tell me what you think real quick.
It doesn't say what
Go
he
read
said.
what he put.
It doesn't say anything
I'll wait
about
on you.
Steve and Aaron with these specific emails. He was talking about them with not
Got
with
some
these
fucking
emails.
nerve.
Doesn't prove a thing.
If you here's a little tip, a little bit of advice from a seasoned troll.
Oh, you're a seasoned troll, are you? That's what I mean. This girl can.
If you're planning,
she screenshots and crops things and puts things together. She never connects anything. Because again, the email says nothing about Aaron and Steve connected to these threatening emails that were sent. It said maybe her. And it had some stuff in there about the Nat thing with them, but not about these specific emails concerning Steve and Aaron. But this is her big evidence that a uni has admitted that he's behind the emails. I didn't get that from that email I read you guys. Did you get that? Yeah, her email is not related, and she's trying to make it be. I'll read it to you guys again if you didn't hear it. It doesn't say that he's not saying that he's behind the emails or that he's setting up Steve and Aaron to be behind the emails. It doesn't say any of that, so I don't understand how she's getting that out of that email. I think the emails might have been spurred by Jimmy, but he didn't do them. He got a sense. Yes, sense you need to do it. I don't think Sheree would do something like that, and she's his right hand. And I don't think Navy would do something like that either. They just seem really insignificant in all of this hurt. I don't know how many people who take her seriously. Yeah, she's I don't know. She's getting subs and people are watching it. I don't understand it. And I lost subs behind this. Oh, by the way, there's not many in here, but if you haven't hit the like button and subscribe, please do. But I've lost subs behind this. I should clarify, I don't know who is behind the emails that nonsense Queen B has and rather receive. Beta, I just don't see him exposing an email from himself to her. Exactly. And I've read you guys the emails on her community page. Her community tab. It says nothing like she's claiming. It doesn't prove anything. But let's see what else you have to say here. I don't understand how she thinks she actually does she has yet to do that. In fact, the video
Sammy
other
just
night,
emailed the wrong person a threat like that. All right. Well, I
what are
just want to
you
let you
going
know
to
before
do,
you went
Jada?
live.
What are you going to do? Seriously, you sit there behind your little computer in your bathroom and you really think you're that tough? You really, really think that? What are you going to do? On here and say worse about people. You outright, oh, I'm going to choke her. She deserves to be hit. I've got plenty of video of you saying it. Oh, I'm so mad. You're too invested. When this stuff emotionally hits you the way it does, you're too invested. Because none of this pertains to you. You're not in none of this. So, yeah, you're a lot. You're a whole lot.
Okay. All right, Chica. Bye.
Hi, Nana.
All right, guys, we're investigating. I'm going to end my live because she's going live. Will y'all go over to Erin's channel? She's going to take over from here.
I want to go up here. She talks about nonsense.
To Sandy Hook and violated his probation. But what did he do? He pretended to be an uncle of a Sandy Hook shooter. Why?
Yeah, that's the kind of stuff that
okay. Did he pretend to be
Jada.
the uncle of a Sandy Hook shooter, or did he pretend
No, he
to be related to it? Okay,
uncle.
I get it. Okay, gotcha. Yeah. Certified mail is best for legal serious matters. Actually, they cannot deny having received it, so that's probably why. Exactly. It was certified mail where someone had to sign off on it saying that they received a letter.
I want to get to it.
But I know it wouldn't be done without him.
National Amber Alert threat. You know what I mean? Like, it's crazy.
What's crazy is
But he would word things in a way that you can easily believe that at least a few of the Uni fam were crazy enough to carry out off the book Black Ops in the background. So it looks like, someone's coming out and telling the truth and just telling her suspicions. You know what I mean? What do y'all think about that? I just found that interesting, and I thought I'd read it to y'all. What do y'all think?
And you believe these tweets of people you don't even know? And responses to
It's interesting that the names these emails are from are Jason and John. JLR sent Jason a CND letter.
That's, okay.
I feel like JLR tries to flex with legal threats, but won't be able to push to fruition. But you are right. We will see. Personally didn't file hundreds of bogus lawsuits without paying any fine.
He didn't win a lawsuit like you think, and I don't want to read.
Okay, and I just want to notate over here.
I don't want to go through the cease and desist and stuff again. I just want to hear what you have to say.
JLR. One of those videos, in fact, is the very video that Jason Smith selectively edited for the purpose of.
No, they were his words. JLR don't stand a chance, and it's
dehumanized JLR by stating that he is not.
Which is what JLR does. Sorry, guys, I'm trying to fast forward.
Tuned in loud and clear. I still can. Okay, thumbnails and.
I'm pretty sure it's in this one.
Let me press print so I can post this on my community tab.
She's posting all this so-called evidence on her community tab.
Stupid. That was the dumbest move you could have made just then. You literally just threatened to lie on me and told me you were going to do so. Nice job.
You know, people every day.
Jesus, man. Where
every time
these people go to fucking school? All right, and okay. Nice going.
Okay.
And it's from your email, so no.
Okay.
And came in my chat. I can shot. That was you
all
all day.
That's funny. I was in the
backtrack,
chat and I couldn't see him. And if he came in your chest,
Steve nor Aaron did any of that shit. And I know that's why you're behind the fucking emails tonight that got sent to Nonsense and all of them. I know you're behind that. And I know you're trying to get revenge on Aaron and Steve. And I know you're going to try to pin this shit on them.
Okay.
And you're mad that I came out and called you out on it. So that's why you're threatening me with it. But you just outed yourself, so you just fucked up.
How did he out himself? The email did not say all that. It said nothing about Steve and Aaron being connected to these specific emails.
1 second, guys.
Oh,
Let me calm down a second because I'm hot as fuck right now.
Girl, you take this too seriously.
On revenge because she outed from JLR. That's exactly what's happening here. I told y'all by the end of the stream, I'd tell you what I really thought. That's what I really fucking think.
Yeah, no, we're not buying Aaron's email either because it's nothing like the other emails that were sent. And it was convenient she got her email after everybody else had talked about it. Yeah. Nope.
I can't believe this idiot.
And you have no proof. He didn't admit anything.
Hey, Chit Chat.
But I want to find the
some
nonsense email. That's what I'm looking for. That was what she had to say. Was maybe it wasn't this live. Thought it was though. She said our nonsense was sitting there laughing and joking about those emails that she wasn't worried about. Yeah. The stuff she was saying was too much. I don't think it's me, Casey. I hope anyone who got a letter, including data, will report them all. I think there's no reason to send emails out like that, even if it was this word. Cyber laws need to change. Yeah, I agree. But what he was saying, she twisted that and said that that is her outing him. She proved that Uni's behind the emails and that he's setting up Steve and Aaron for it, and that's not what the email said at all. Once again, Beta's not. I've had that hurt. Every time I go out of a chat today, I get a chat has removed message when I try to get back in. Wow. Mine has done that too. Yours too, Al? In 100% honesty, she would do amazing with artsy things. She showed some things she had done, and her entire attitude shifted, so the art community would be awesome for her. Yeah, but come on. Yeah. She never has receipts when she shoots off her mouth. She never has receipts. She's made video after video saying how this was a lie. There was never a police report. There was never an investigation. There was never a summons. There was never nothing. It was all a lie. And video after video after video saying, nonsense. All of us setting a few shots. So I put together a video which I planned to do tonight, and then I switched it out because I figured everybody needed a break of Beta. But I've got the clip showing the real police report, the real summons. That there was a summons issued. There actually was an investigation. It was upgraded and given a number, and just once again showing her the proof that she's been showed so many times. But I'm just sick of hearing it. I'm sick of hearing about how everybody lies, everybody but her, and she's got all the proof. She has no proof of nothing. Nothing. But I want to find the part where she talks about nonsense in her emails. Uni rap tweets. I don't care about them. Okay, here's the emails.
Only going to take a slip of a button to send an email with your details in and your children's details in, and he will make your life a living hell. Don't try me. Stop defaming Uni and leave him alone, or your kids will be at stake. Uni is 10 times the person you are. Okay, so we read that one. Over here's Jason as well. 3 minutes later, right?
It's not.
I have all your details, Becky. Would you like me to put them on the dark web? Stop streaming about Uni. Okay, then a minute later. Why did you block me from your chat?
They're not going to be traceable.
All right, so these were all between 150 to 155. Okay. I try to calculate things. What do y'all think so far?
I
know.
You have no clue. Girl, why are you inserting yourself in all these situations that have nothing to do with
Yeah,
you.
I'm just friendly with whomever is friendly back. I just stick up for truth, and that's right as best as I can. I'd rather hug and have fun. Yes, I cannot handle the stress.
Um, that's not describing you at all. So the comment you're reading is not about you because, and you're right, you can't handle the stress because all you do is go, oh, I'm so mad, and oh, I want to hit this person or do that, or she should be punched in the nose, and and you go to name calling and swearing because you have nothing. You have for months we have listened to you babble and babble and babble all this misinformation and outright lies. You have not shown any proof of anything. In fact, you bounce around, you don't connect nothing together. And you twist and turn things and you can't rewrite history, and that's what you're trying to do. And I'm sorry, but it makes you look stupid. And I really don't think you are. But I do think you need to take a break because you let this stuff really get to you. And girl, it has nothing to do with you. You're not a part of this. You never were. You inserted yourself. Okay. But telling you that over and over again, it's like the brick wall would probably give more than you
Of course I
would.
do, Beth. All right. Same verbiage used across all messages. Who has messages from these people to compare? Well, we're going to look at the other threats. Now, I want y'all to know this Sarah because it's just ironic that the name Sarah is used, considering Uni was just talking about the Sarah related to JLR. It's just funny how the name Sarah was used. Just some irony there.
You need to
Let's go
do
to Queen
these
Bee's
emails,
threats now.
Jade. Sorry.
This is her community post, and she attached the threats to them. Who asked you for help? You do not threaten kids, period.
I want to get the
All right.
nonsense part.
I got one more for her.
She's trying. She says she's proven it was.
Situation they framed Darren and
Well,
Steve.
first she blames nonsense for doing it.
There, they try to frame them with that.
Blamed everybody
that
Queen
damn
Bee nonsense.
corner,
Everybody
whatever
was
that
trying to
mess
say it
was.
was Steve and
So
Aaron.
that's a lie right there. Let's go to the next clip.
What's up, man?
Oh, this stupid thing is not working right. And then she says that it's Uni doing it all. But yeah, she has no proof. She surely has no proof. The good news is if JLR is behind it, he violated probation, I would think, and that solves that. Yeah. I don't know who's behind these emails. Do I put something like, I don't put this, honestly, I don't put it, I really don't think that Uni did this himself. I don't think Sheree and Maybe had anything to do with this. In fact, I don't think a lot of the Uni fam had anything to do with this. I just don't. And come on, Uni's very skilled at this. These emails are sloppy and easily traced. But she's such a spoofer and such a hardcore troll, an experienced troll, she said. But yet she still can't get it. You know, she still gets it all wrong. For all we know, I'm not saying that it's EKC and Steve. It could be EKC, Steve, and Beta, or it could be any of them. It could be a caterer. It could be who knows. For her to get on here and say that she has proof is mind-boggling because she doesn't have it.
And he doesn't disavow it. He doesn't say it's not him. Instead, he sends Navy up there. Like always, Navy's pretty much like his messenger boy. Navy has co-signed Udi's bullshit forever, and yes, Navy sounds drunk as heck. Yeah, I would be too at that point. Navy's stuck with Uni longer than anyone.
So immature.
And, they can take Uni. I mean, Navy's word, he's like, I'm being honest with you. I'm being real with you. I always have been. Well, last week when you were on their panel being real and honest, you said that you hadn't heard about the situation, that you weren't around all day, knew nothing about it, yet Uni was live, and you were right there with him on live. So,
but he didn't go up. He wasn't in the live.
Yeah, I think Uni has dirt on Navy too. Yeah.
I know. I questioned it too.
Uni needs to accept he got busted and go with it. Like
go watch the live. He was at least he wasn't up on the screen. and Uni wasn't talking to him, and he wasn't in the chat when Uni was talking about the letter. He did come in later. Like I said, from what I could see. Go watch
Grown man, absolutely.
it.
Let's just keep listening. This is very.
No, I don't want to.
Yeah, go ahead. Why would, if they're starting shit, which is possibility, you know,
right, and they very well could.
Wait, but the
way he got revenge on him before was to try to frame him with emails.
Okay.
She goes at him and outs him again, and what do you know? Here comes some fucking emails.
That's not good.
Apparently Navy left Uni.
Look, I'm pissed off at
Decided
Uni
to
too. And
out the truth about what's going on in
I'm
Discord.
done with
So
that.
let's look
But,
at that here.
She's
All right.
going too far here. And she's talking
So,
about, let me
Kate
tell you what,
Toss.
she's talking about things
Report.
that have happened in the past with Steve, Aaron, and Katie that she wasn't even a factor in. She wasn't even a part of YouTube. And yeah, she's been on Facebook a long time and been a cater for quite a while. But she doesn't, yeah, she's talking about things she was not a part of, had nothing to do with, and wasn't around. Um, her sources are Steve and EKC. So there's my answer. There you go. There you go. Okay. Where is the nonsense emails? I'm going to read this again. It's got to be way up in here. Maybe it's in the other video. I thought it was in this one. But I didn't like what she said. Which I rarely like what she says, but I don't know. Saying that nonsense was laughing, joking about it, and then in the previous video, where did it go? Okay. Why is it not letting me find it? I wasn't planning on going here. Let's see if this is it.
And fuck you, I'm leaving your email and your first fucking name on there.
Of course you are. I'm not surprised about that. Maybe it's at the end. Let me see.
Okay. Are you still on the phone?
Talking to Aaron
Damn,
on
I
the
wish I
phone.
could. Let me take a better screenshot than that. I can't even see that shit. Sorry, guys.
I can't find it. That must be in the other video. I thought it was in this one.
Okay. All right, chicken. Bye.
I thought it
All
was
right, guys,
supposed to be
we're
on.
investigating. I'm going to end my live because she's going live. We all go over to Erin's channel. She's going to take over from here. Thank you. You couldn't play any of you couldn't hear any of the email clips I played. That's why I read them. You want me to read what she was saying in the? Are you talking about the nonsense clips
Okay,
that
here
were
we go.
real
I
low?
found it.
I'll read
Sorry,
you the
guys.
threats that she got real quick. This is what she
Yeah,
was
go
saying
ahead.
in the clips. This is the threats that
I
she was
wouldn't
reading
put
in the
past any
clips.
of them,
She
honestly.
privated this stream, which is very
I will
shady.
say, well,
But she
probably
privated this stream. But she then, after privating the stream, went and posted the threats on her community tab. So I'll read them to you real quick. Becky, you will stop streaming about Uni or face the consequences. I have all your details, and Uni will sue you if you continue to defame him. Look up Kennett, which I think that's referring to Natalie Kennett. It's only going to take the slip of a button to send an email with your details in and your children's details in, and she will make your life a living hell. Don't try me. Stop defaming Uni and leave him alone, or your kids' lives will be at stake. Uni is 10 times the person you are. I have all your details, Becky. Would you like me to put them on the dark web? Stop streaming about Uni. Why did you block me from your chat? And the last one said, your family will pay the consequences of your actions. Remove your videos of Uni now and stop streaming. There was another one that said, why are you lying on me? But she didn't post that one. Y'all go ahead to Megan's, all right? Not Megan's, shoot. Go ahead to Aaron's channel. Let's see what Aaron said. Wait. Email address. I looked up. Okay. She thinks that's not UniRock's email.
It's not.
That don't mean I can't trace where it's from.
Oh, she's so tough.
All right, guys. We'll figure this out, and I'll give y'all an update tomorrow. I'll go live and let y'all know what happened. It came up as 20K subs, and when I clicked his name. All right, that's him then.
It's not.
Take a screenshot of that, Wolfie, please. Screenshot that, please.
Mm-mm.
If you don't mind.
So what if he wasn't?
Will you screenshot that and send that to me? Megs, let's see. Here's my email. Will you send me the screenshots of what you find real quick, please? I starred the message.
I looked and I couldn't find it, so.
I'm unsure that it was him. I feel he's being intimidated. I believe he's behind it. I just do. There ain't nothing that's going to change my mind.
You just told me by Aaron that it's not.
Well, if it came to 20 subs, that's him. Yeah. Please screenshot that, Wolfie, and email it to me. I dropped my email right here in the chat. I got a star on it, and I'll pin it. Megs, will you pin that? Pin my email to the comments real quick.
Okay. She's going through all this because apparently he came into her chat. Wow. I mean, I don't even know if he was in her chat because I couldn't find it. Maybe I didn't look back far enough, but wow. I'm sure it wasn't nothing. Oh, she's so dramatic.
We got to move fast on this or he'll get away with it.
He'll get away with what? With what? You've not proven anything. In fact, even your BFF is telling you it wasn't his email. Come on. This girl.
Go screenshot it if you can, Wolfie.
You still really worried about that one comment, aren't you? And it couldn't have been nothing major because I looked, I didn't see it.
And I'm going to screenshot your comment. All right. All right, Aaron's going live, guys. Go head over to Aaron, and if y'all had a good time on the stream, we'll finish the rest of this lawsuit tomorrow. We've been live for 2 hours and 36 minutes. I owe her time. Thank you all for coming. If you had a good time, leave a like or a super chat, whatever you want to do. And
you don't get super chat, you're not monetized.
I'll be back on tomorrow to give y'all an update on what we figured out.
Okay. It must be the other one.
Thank you. Thanks, Wolfie. If you can screenshot that, go back and try to screenshot that and send it to me. Please do.
Oh, my God.
It's all right, because I got an idea anyway.
You're so worried.
I got an idea.
But I've never seen that.
All right, guys. Good night. Y'all go check out Aaron. I think Aaron's channel's in the chat. Did y'all put Aaron in description? If you want to go. UniRock is just like that real one. The TV is not in caps. It was just like the real one. The TV is not in caps. Okay. Let's see this one more time.
Oh,
no, nobody until his lawyer approves it, right? He won't shut up. If you want to go change their chat name and pick.
Are you really that? She's really that concerned. Okay, let me reach out for a minute. She has no proof this is Uni, but she's running with that. Yeah. I'm sorry, but this girl's delusional. She's totally delusional. She'd have no idea how to trace his Gmail account. Whoopi is not a mod. He couldn't do that. I looked in the chat and I didn't see it, but I didn't go back in the roll chat. But I've never clicked on someone's name and it come up how many subs they have. Have you, Al? I mean, I click on yours, it don't tell me. It just says go to your channel. But it doesn't, yeah. I don't know if he was in there or not. And so it was one comment and it couldn't have been nothing major. But boy, she was sure. Wow. She was really going hard for that one comment. And she's going to bust him out because he came in her chat. A lot of creators probably go in her chat. She don't even see. Because she has so many people blocked, you know, you can't. They probably blocked him. I made a bunch of my favorite Mexican foods. My favorite are they in the stress and I like it. Oh, that sounds good. Nikki was in her chat saying they clicked the name and it went to Uni's channel. But he could have been in her chat and left a comment. I don't think it was anything busting him out on anything, though. I mean, come on. She's just so excited about it, you know. It's going to give her a whole nother life to do. Yeah, I do that to confirm it too. But like I said, it doesn't, it's no big deal. So what, he went into her chat and left a comment. Wasn't a confession like she's, you know, she didn't out him for anything. Just like with that email, she's blowing ass so far out of proportion it's not even funny. Saying that it was more than it is. That's crazy. She's nuts. I want to see what else she's up to. But she had some things to say that really pissed me off though about nonsense. She didn't, I guess, that is the live and I couldn't find it. Saying that she wasn't bothered by the emails, that she was laughing and joking and stuff. But yeah, her letter grade is something else too. Exposing nonsense in Katie Joy Part 2. The creators who framed a Marine's family. No one framed a Marine's family. Let's talk about the very worst among us with special guest Day to Day. That's UKC's channel. Yeah, okay. No. The very worst among us, I would not take your opinion on that. Sorry, but yeah, and I know Crimes of Fashion had Steve up on panel today. I went in at the afterwards because I was busy. But when I went in, Hills was up. I'm sorry, but yeah, no thank you. No thank you. I did my own research. I didn't go by what anybody told me.
You know, none of your business, mind your own business. Quit being all up in somebody's fucking business and you wouldn't get called out. How about that? Quit trying to frame people and you wouldn't get called out. Why don't you try that? Instead of being a violent, evil, narcissistic cunt that you are. Just wonder.
Listen to you. What?
Yay, I can't believe that. I mean,
that's exactly why you will never win. You are never going to be able to prove anything with that kind of behavior. Because that kind of behavior is because you have nothing else. You have no facts. You have no receipts. You have nothing but your little twisted mind of words and insults and swearing. That's what you have. Yeah. Look at these, though. Painted Lies, Part 2. 18 and life. Mario Lightly, Katie Joy. She uses the hashtags to get her attention. Painted Lies, Going Real Life. Exposed Party, Part 5. She did 5 long parts of that. And it was the most idiotic thing. She put a lot of work into making herself look not so bright. I don't want to be any. I don't want to be me. So I'll just say, not so bright. But yeah, I'm doing the one that with the police reports and stuff because I'm sick of hearing it. And everything is all about Erica Part 2, all about Erica Part 1. Oh my God, a tainted obsession. Where did she come up with this stuff? Let's drop some bombs. Dre McRae, Molly Golightly. Bad behavior. Molly's bad behavior, casting stones. Blame everybody else, not Molly. Oh my gosh. She's exposing nonsense and Katie Joy. And she has Molly in the thumbnail and in the hashtag with Katie, of course. Oh, that's part 1. She's got an exposing nonsense and Katie Joy part 2. Oh, she's got 2 part 2s, exposing Katie nonsense and Katie Joy. She's got 2 part 2s. She did it twice. Maybe she probably should have numbered it different. One of them. Those 2 part 2s though. 2 different lives. One's 2.5 hours and one's an hour and a half. She's something. But anyway, I've been on here long enough just gabbing. I'm done with. I'm gonna work on that other video I have for her. But guys, thanks for coming in and watching. Hit that like button and subscribe if you're not. Let's read a little bit of the chat. I will do basically her live stream title cracking up. Yeah. Molly go where to cook. I'm surprised she hasn't done a video on that, but I know she was trying to set up her screen to be on YouTube while she was streaming and then to go to kick, and it didn't work. It didn't do anything. It said it was live for hours, but it didn't actually do anything. It has to be difficult to wedge the coattails up with someone when they go off roading on to a new platform. But she has a channel in the kids side too at YouTube. Yeah. And she's using that to go to get into people's to get into people's chats and comment and stuff. And I believe she sent a couple of super stickers or super chats or something. She's gonna get caught because someone's gonna see it and they're gonna turn her in. Yeah, she jumped onto Uni when nonsense started to expose his behavior. She has nothing in it. It's not about her. But when a creator goes live, they can check out his channel. Sounds like Veda is among the worst. Yeah, I'm starting to think that myself. She's a whole different kind of creature. And there's no getting through to that. I don't think if she could take those blinders off, I call them hate blinders because they wear them quite well. I don't know. She jumped into stuff that she's not been a factor in at all, and not just a lot of things, not just Dre and Ron, even though she's been a nightmare in that story. Man, do I gotta go over my head. It's awful. But yeah, I'm gonna clip that. I'm gonna find that clip because I didn't appreciate what she said about nonsense, and I know what she was trying to say. Because she's not very good at being a roundabout. Oh my God, a roundabout way. It just sit there and say, oh, well, she's not worried. She's sitting there laughing about these emails. That's not what was happening. She was doing a live and talking about stuff. And just for her to try to twist it to sound the way she wants it to, I'm sick of her doing that. I really am. I just don't understand how she gets people to listen to her and believe her and give her money. Uh, she's so young. Go get a job. Because how many times during your life do you tell people to super chat you and PayPal and Cash App you? You can't get super chats because you're not monetized. But that's what you say. And you do it as much as you. I mean, you're no different. How can you put him down for it? You're always asking for super chats and money. And people give it to you, and that's what I don't understand. People give it to you. What am I doing wrong? I need to go get some other stuff. No, I'm only kidding. I didn't mean that. I'm only kidding. But I don't know. It's rough for all of us. But at her age, get a job. That's an easy solution. They do wear hate blinders. You get a life if that makes you happy, so you don't have all that hate in your life. Yeah, mentally, I think she needs a break because she says it all the time. This stuff makes her she's so mad. And she'll even say, oh, I want to punch her in the nose, or she should be punched. She'll make comments that someone should be hit. And then right away goes to cussing and swearing and calling people names. But she's just, and you can tell she's really angry over stuff that has nothing to do with her. Cash out you, they got to cash out me first. Let me tell you, it's been, there's so much going on. But yeah, I was watching one of my cooking pages, like gave me the idea to stock my freezer. I did 40. Wow, 60. Wow, I'm coming to your house, Steve. But yeah, this stuff is, yeah. She had that little girl. I'm sorry, but to me, she is a little girl because she's so much younger than me. But she is, and she still can get out there and have a career. Go do that. Go make money instead of begging it. Because to me, she puts people down for doing exactly what she does. And Molly's taught these people well because look at Jelly Bean. She says she never asks money. That's all she does. And most of it, she keeps deleting all her stuff. But she leaves some of it up. But yes, that's exactly what she does. Constantly asking for money. Molly trained them well. But you can't put someone, all for it. I don't care. Help. Thank you, creator. That's fantastic. But don't get up here preaching about someone else doing it when you do the same thing. And that's all I'm saying. You guys, like I said, they have no clue. My husband's been having so much trouble with his job. It's crazy. The contract wasn't signed. It wasn't renewed. There was a holdup because it's a government contract, and there was stuff going on with the government. And, it's been a nightmare. I guess I expected to go to work and not pay you for 10 freaking weeks. 10 freaking weeks. Well, I'm wrong. In 10 weeks, they've given him 2 1-week checks. So technically, it's been 8 weeks. But it's crazy. And I'm over it. But these people, they have no idea. They have no idea what real life is about. She needs a rude awakening somehow. Because the stuff she's putting out's got to stop. It's just nothing but anger and cussing and swearing, calling people names and lying about people, but it's a lot of anger. Yeah, I don't mind. Yeah, really. I have, like I said, that's great. But you can't get on here and put someone else down for what you do. Anyone need a Red Bull? No, actually, I don't drink that stuff. That stuff is nasty. I don't like energy drinks. And it'd probably make me feel like I was speeding. I'd go crazy. But yeah, I don't drink none of that stuff. I don't like them. My husband loves them. I don't drink them. But yeah, I have a problem with people that get on here and tell other say it's wrong for other creators to do, but that's what they do. Or they deny it. Don't deny it. So what if you do it? You know, you're not. So what? Just don't deny it, and just yeah, don't beg. I get turned off by people who beg for money. If I have money to give, I will give it to the creator who doesn't beg. Yeah, I'm not begging you guys ever. Not ever. Not nope. Nope. And I mean, they do it numerous times during their videos. It's just guys. It's people's their business what they do with their money. But on my birthday announcements had me give out. Yeah, I was there. That was sweet. And you deserved it, Al. You really did. And I'm glad it happened. And I'm glad you had a nice birthday dinner. You deserved it. That's a whole different ball game than getting on here and I don't know. Have you ever listened to Jelly Bean? That Jelly Bean. It's there, and she deletes a lot of it. So if you don't screen record, you don't get it. But yeah, she's done some. Ooh, you know, and look at you. She jumped the Molly train thinking she could get it too. Look at now. And yeah, you wouldn't even post it in his Discord when he wasn't on it. I did have an issue. That bothered me. I'm not an issue, but it did bother me a little bit. I mean, I just thought it was overkill. It was constantly in the chat. He was constantly saying that he was posting it always in his Discord. And, you know, the notification would come through, and I'd see it. And I was hardly ever in Discord, but when it, you know, the notifications were on. So, and it's deleting streams you never get monetized. Yeah, yeah. Well, guys, I'm going to end this. It's already late. My husband's having a fit that I'm still alive. He's only moments attention, I guess. Went in and slap him around a little bit. No, I'm only kidding. But thanks for coming in, guys. I appreciate you. Don't forget to hit that like button. If you're not subscribed, subscribe. I'll see you on the YouTube streets. Later.